Himalayan Pink Salt. How's it made? Hi everyone, welcome back to AGRI TALE. Have you ever wondered where that beautiful pink-hued salt in your kitchen comes from? Well, today we are exploring the fascinating world of Himalayan pink salt, how it is made, where it comes from, and why it's so special. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be a Himalayan pink salt expert. Alright, let's get started. Pink rock salt deposits are mined from the Khewra district of North Punjab, Pakistan, located near the Himalayan mountain range. The mine was discovered around 320 BC when the troops of Alexander the Great moved through the region. The story goes that it was the soldiers' horses who actually discovered the Khewra salt deposits when they started licking the rocks they found around the landscape. But what exactly is this pink salt that we've been talking about? It's not just any ordinary table salt. The pink wonder is actually mined from ancient seabeds deep in the Himalayan mountains. However, salt was in the rocks and earth around Khewra long before Alexander the Great's troops stumbled across it. Himalayan salts were actually formed around 200 million years ago by lava eruptions. Imagine this, millions of years ago, there was a vast ocean where the Himalayas stand today. Over time, geological changes caused the ocean to evaporate, leaving behind massive deposits of salt. This salt was then covered by lava, ice, and snow, protecting it from pollution and preserving its purity for eons. Thousands of years later, when the mine was first excavated, miners found a pure mineral-rich salt in pink color. Have you wondered? What makes this salt pink? Due to the high amount of iron oxide, the salt takes on a pink color. Salt was extracted and traded from the Khewra mines on a small scale as early as the 13th century, but large-scale mining began in 1872 under British rule. They fixed up the mining process by making the tunnels, bringing in machines to help dig out the salt, and adding a steady source of water. Then, one of the British mining engineers came up with an innovative idea to extend the tunnel system inside the mine, known as the room and pillar. Interestingly, this architectural system is still in use because of its efficiency. The miners extract half of the mined salt in the room during the salt mining process, while the remaining 50% serves as the room's pillar. This method not only ensures the safety of the mines, but also helps to maintain the structural integrity of the mountain range and salt chambers. They also built places to store all the salt. Because of these improvements, they were able to mine much more salt. So much so that people started illegally taking it. These mines extended over 2,400 feet into the mountains, where hundreds of miners work every day. The amount of salt in the Khewra salt mines is huge. There might be as much as 600 million tons of salt there. That's a lot of salt. The Khewra salt mines span about 25 miles of tunnels, and it even has its own mosque and post office. Over 400 tons of pink salt is mined from Khewra mines each year, which is slightly more than the total weight of the Empire State Building in New York City. There is no need to worry. Salt supply is not going to run out anytime soon. The Khewra salt mines alone is expected to continue to produce salt for the next 350 years. Temperature inside the mine ranges between 10 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius throughout the year. The installation of the electric railway in the 1930s made it convenient to extract the salt rocks outside the mine. Additionally, it allowed the tourists to witness the extraction process. Now let's talk about how Himalayan pink salt is actually mined. The process is quite fascinating. The salt is extracted from the Khewra salt mine, which is the second largest salt mine in the world. Miners use traditional methods to carefully extract the salt from the mountains. In the initial phase, laborers and miners use explosives and dynamite just once to open the main entrance. Don't worry, the miners don't use the explosives inside the mine. Instead, they do the mining by hand using hammers, hand drills, and other tools. Workers do their work by hand or use simple tools to ensure that the salt's natural state isn't compromised. This process is quite labor-intensive, but it's crucial for maintaining the high quality of the salt. Miners excavate around 1,000 tons of salt daily, which equates to the fat of 157 elephants. Once the salt is extracted, it is brought to the surface through trucks. Several companies are involved in transporting Himalayan pink salt from the salt mines to various processing and distribution centers. These companies ensure that the salt reaches its destination efficiently and securely. At processing centers, the salt is washed and dried to remove any impurities, making sure what you get is pure and healthy. After that, salt undergoes grinding to turn it into different sizes like fine, coarse, large chunks for salt lamps, and the form we use in our kitchens. After the purification and quality check of the salt is done, then the salt is moved towards packaging. Packaging is done in a way that preserves its quality and keeps it safe during transportation. It's then finally shipped to markets all over the world, ready to sprinkle a touch of magic on your meals. The beautiful pink salt contains various trace minerals like iron, magnesium, and potassium. These minerals not only give the salt its unique color, but also have potential health benefits. Himalayan pink salt isn't just a pretty face. It's also incredibly versatile. You can use it in cooking, as a finishing salt. It is even used in spa treatments, salt therapy, and salt lamps. Some people believe it has health benefits like balancing pH levels of the body and improves respiratory conditions, though more research is needed to fully understand these claims. Himalayan pink salt isn't just for cooking. Skilled artisans craft beautiful salt lamps you might have seen from large chunks of the salt. First, they pick out interesting shapes and sizes from the bigger blocks of salt or grind them to desired shape. Then, they use special tools to carefully hollow out the space inside of the salt chunk. It's like carving a pink salt cave. This space needs to be big enough to hold a light bulb. Once they have got their salt cave ready, they'll smooth out any rough edges and add a base for the lamp to sit on. These lamps are then carefully polished to enhance their natural beauty. Finally, they carefully place a heat-resistant light bulb socket and bulb inside the hollowed-out space, and voila! When you plug it in, the light bulb warms the salt a little, making that gorgeous pink color come alive and fill the room with a soft, warm glow. Pretty neat, right? Each lamp undergoes a strict quality check to ensure it meets high standards before it gets packaged and shipped out. Some people even say these lamps make the air quality better in your house, but that's up for debate. The success of the salt mine has obviously given it a special place in the culture of the region, and even made it an incredibly popular destination for tourists. In fact, the Khewra salt mine has become world-famous attraction that attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors every year. If you want to learn firsthand where your Himalayan salt comes from, a trip to Khewra promises an adventure. Visitors can travel deep into the mine on a dedicated railway and enjoy a number of underground attractions, including salt brick sculptures, the vast assembly hall, a salt bridge over the brine pool, and the Sheesh Mahal, which twinkles with pink salt crystals. One of the most significant advantages of pink salt mining is the overall economic growth with increased exports. Salt mining authorities implement the standard mining protocols and follow the mining regulations to protect the environment and avoid any kind of accident. Moreover, environmentally friendly mining techniques guarantee that mining operations do not cause any environmental hazard. All the mining is done by hand and does not use explosives to keep the mine structure intact and ensure the safety of the miners inside. The salt mining authorities have also deployed a drainage system to prevent salt contamination by discharging the polluted water. And there you have it. From ancient seabeds to your kitchen table, the journey of Himalayan pink salt is truly remarkable. So, next time you sprinkle that pink goodness on your food, you'll know just how special it is. Thanks for joining us on this salty adventure. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more fascinating stories delivered right to your feed. See you next time!